So welcome once again, Ms. Rajia Gilani and Mr. Ahmed Raja Yusufi, our experts from Infinity Galaxy in Tehran. So we are
Thank you.
back again to break on your brains to make sense of the developments in the oil and gas market. So welcome, sir. Welcome, madam.
Thank you, Mr. Prince.
So straight up, the first question which is exercising ourselves and our viewers here is that the monsoon has started in India and the domestic refineries are going to drop prices by around $30 over the next 2 days. This is basis our assessment. Now, will this lead to further drop in Iran bitumen prices?
Well, Mr. Parnell, I have to say that certainly any fall in India bitumen prices in the current situation can have direct impact on Iran bitumen prices as well. As you mentioned about monsoon period as well as the fall of prices in India, we have to consider another factor, which is the logistic issues that we are facing these days. Uh, you know, uh, it's been a while that a simple export procedure, which normally took something around 10 days, 2 weeks maximum, it is taking around sometimes even up to 2 months from Iran to western ports of India. And this is a serious issue beside to the falling bitumen prices, and both importers and exporters are under severe pressure. On the other hand, I have to say that crude oil doesn't have any clear future, and all these factors, along with the falling the bitumen prices, bitumen prices of India, can definitely affect Iran bitumen prices in a downtrend, definitely.
Also, adding to that supply chain complexity, which you mentioned happening on the Iran side and the storm in the Arabian Sea on the west coast of India, which has led to the shutdown of the Mundra port and few other ports in the vicinity, is adding to
Yeah,
the complexity and turmoil. So we'll need to
exactly.
see how things shape up. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you
true.
for this insight. And
Absolutely.
we now come to the crude oil side of the market, and we have seen that crude is weak on higher US inventory and lower China demand. Do you think the pause in higher interest rate by the US Fed could lead to a support for the crude prices?
Well, Mr. Parham, a few days ago it was announced that the European Union countries, around 20 countries, have faced the economic recession. On the other hand, some optimistic data are being received from USA. Yesterday, it was announced that the inflation of the United States reached around 4%, and the situation seems to be positive. But in the first 2 days of this week, we see and observe that around $60 fall in the Singapore fuel. The published statistics from China do not seem promising, as you mentioned also. Brent is being supported at the level of $71 currently, and the market is stuck with some confusion of the positive and negative changes, and we hear lots of contradictory news. Considering the current crude oil price, it's expected that the USA fill its reserves, but we don't have any information about that. And also, we should note that the negative sentiment of the market is more powerful at the moment, and the market does not believe in tight supply at all. Also, we should not forget that big financial companies are also starting to change their oil forecast for this year little by little. At the beginning of the year, they believe that the price will close over $100 at the end of the 2023, but now they are talking about the price around $80. We should see that what will be happening tonight in the USA, the meeting of the US Federal Reserve, and the affection of the US interest rate on the market. We don't have any update news about it, but sure, it will be effect on the market.
So multiple things happening at the same time and trying to discern through and make sense of the larger picture remains quite challenging. And as you have rightly put, it's multiple data points, not in a linear fashion, but seemingly contradictory. So we need to wait and watch. So
Sure.
Thank you for this insight
Thank you,
and
Mr. Khan.
discussion. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thanks.
Thank you. See you again. Thank you.